Hi. Welcome to another episode on Tech with Iro. I'm your host, Iro Nkechi Omolola. And today is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, today is going to be an interesting one because we'll be diving into tech marketing. And today we'll be talking about navigating the evolving landscape, trends, and challenges in technology marketing. Yes, I know you'll be wondering tech marketing, right? Yes, tech marketing is also a tech skill people do not know about. Everybody wants to jump into front end development, back end development, writing this, doing that. It's not everything about coding. There are some tech skills that necessarily don't need coding, but also in the tech field. Stuffs like tech marketing, skills like tech marketing, really. So that's why I'm bringing this to your doorstep. I want you to know that we have tech skills that really do not need coding, and skills that people do really know doesn't know out there. Skills like tech marketing, like that's technology marketing. And we have our guests with us. Drum roll. Okay, we have Khadija Durosimi with us. Khadija Durosimi is a technology marketer. That's a tech marketer, and she's also a co-founder at the Tech Creatives, majorly, where tech creatives is majorly for tech marketers. Group of tech marketers come together, share insights, resources, ideas, and groom each other up together in the skill parts. That's tech marketing. And it's actually interesting because when I heard about the skill at first, I'm like, oh wow, so there's something called tech marketing. That's you have tech as a skill on its own, and you have marketing as a skill. And that's why I'm always emphasizing on the fact that most times when you want to transition into tech, you don't just need to look for something people are doing. You can actually just look at your own strength, what you can find that you're doing currently, and see how you can put it in tech and also make out a tech skill from it. Just like this tech marketing, majorly people that know how to do marketing and all of that, they can easily transition into this tech skill and learn one or two and thrive in it majorly. And that's why we have Duracell here for us. So we'll be bringing her on stage now. If you have questions, you want clarity on something relating to tech marketing, Duracell is your go-to girl. So you can ask all the questions you want to ask. Drop it in the comment section. I'm going to be bringing it up. As you drop in the comment section, I'm going to be popping your questions up for her. So you can ask as much as you can, but let it be relating to our topic, tech marketing, please. Let's maintain that questions to just be tech marketing. Thank you. Hi,
Hi.
I.
Hi,
So
Omolola.
I'm here.
Hi, thanks for having me, Omolola. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Also, I wanted to add to the question bit you said, please go
Okay.
easy on me. Go
No,
easy on me,
no
please.
way. We are not doing this easy. Right? You guys are ready for her. Yeah, I know, right? You're ready for her. Hi, Khadija. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you too? How's your
I'm
day
good.
going?
I'm good. It's good to have you here. It's
Same
good to have
here.
you. Okay,
Okay.
so you're ready for us, right? You're ready for us.
Yes, I'm very prepared actually. I came with my bag and my tools.
And we are also ready for you because we really need to understand what this tech marketing is all about. We want to also pull out so many strings from this tech marketing as a skill and enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So,
Yeah.
first one, Khadija, can we get to know you? Tell us brief about who you are, what you do, and how interesting that it has been so far in the tech space.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Khadija Durosimi, my last name. I am a tech marketing professional, right? I actually started my career as more of in the public relations sector. and in general marketing. That was marketing with different brands from FMCG to real estate brands and whatnot, right? And at some point in my career, I actually moved to product marketing. That was you marketing for specific products, right? And that is where I am right now. I have over 5 years in the space already, in the marketing
Wow.
space. And I can tell you one thing, it is very fast paced and ever changing, to be honest. Like all those kind of fields that actually demand some level of adaptability. I mean, let me use the example of how Avengers are always like assembling themselves to actually go and fight a global
It's
threat.
true.
Something like that, really. So you want
Yeah.
to be able to adapt yourself, and because it is a fast-paced and ever-changing landscape. And to dive into today's topic, I also want to bring back, I don't know, making a lot of reference to Avengers. I'm so sorry. But there was a
No,
scene in Avengers actually where I can't remember the sequel, right? But there was a scene where Captain America and Iron Man were having like some sort of heated debate about using advanced technology. And Captain America was more the traditional guy, more grounded, right? And Iron Man wanted to be able to like embrace the innovation, right? The innovation side of everything. I feel like that is a kind of debate that is a present discussion in the tech marketing space right now. It's like we're trying to find the sweet spot in understanding the core message while also leverage, using the latest tools and trends out there. I mean, I've been able to navigate this path for the past 5 years, like I said earlier, and I can tell you something. It is a constant battle to actually stay ahead of the curve, right? It is like, but then again, that is actually one thing that makes it so interesting because you don't know what it is going to be sometimes. And
sure.
I don't know about other people. I find out that really fascinating. This, I don't know. I go with, all those people that work under pressure. I feel like I actually represent them in one sense, right? And today, I am so eager to be able to actually dive deep into this conversation with the audience. Let us talk about the hottest trends, the challenges, shaping tech marketing. Because, like the Avengers again, we
Seems
tech marketers,
Avengers is like a thing for you, right? Okay.
I mean,
We're expecting more of Avengers, yeah.
I'm trying to show you the power we have here, right? We're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
adventures where they had to like always pull themselves from wherever they had to like unite with their expertise and whatnot and adapt. So in this case, we're uniting with our own expertise, right? And then adapting the strategies to dominate the marketing battlefield. So really, and I am looking forward to dissecting that.
Okay. Thank you for that introduction about who you are. So, you made mention of you started as public
Relations.
relation officer.
Yeah.
So, how did you just manage to move into tech marketing,
Okay.
basically?
So I
Yeah.
actually started, let me take you back to university.
Okay.
I did mass communication as my first degree, right? And I think I just didn't want to go with the whole everybody going with the broadcasting part of mass communication, wanting to be the newscaster or whatnot. So it was more like trying to prove people wrong. And then that was where I got introduced to the public relations part of the industry, about the course rather. And right after my school, during NYC or during NYC and everything, I tried my best to be able to like look for some sort of internship because really not all the things we were taught in school is actually what we want to take into the career section or the job itself. So I had to like get people's attention because I did not have that experience. I think that's something I didn't do too well when I was in school because my classmates were working and everything, but I did not do that, right? And it was a bit hard getting into the space at the very beginning until one of, I mean, I'll call it a mentor, actually gave me this idea of pitching myself to brands, right? And telling them what I can bring aboard and how I am fast paced and whatnot, a fast learner rather. And I did that. I sent it out to a couple of companies, maybe about, I think about 10. I think I got response from like four. I got like two that they really love this, but then they are not recruiting right now, which is sad because I got those ones first. And that like killed my morale at first. But then I got two later on, and one was this really popular public relations company, and then one was not as big as the other one. But then I went with the other one, and I'm very glad I did till today because this was an agency, right? So I got to work with different brands, different amazing people, and different clients. And I feel that was what really shaped who I am in this space. I like the fact that marketing has some sort of influence that people do not even know, right? It's like this subconscious influence that there's some things you actually do sometimes that you do not even know that it's because of one tech marketing, sorry, or one marketer rather, has been able to instill that in you, and you are doing it, but then you think you're working on your own. You don't know if it is the times, or maybe it's the blog post that was talking about features of or details of something that actually made you to actually take that action. So sometimes, so that is the impact of what actually even made me really interested in the field. So I worked in public relations as an agency in Nigeria. In an agency, we do a lot of things. You do not stick to just the PR part, trust me. And think I was there for over about 2 years, right? And I wanted more. I wanted more because I felt like I've been able to be in this role for 2 years and I've been doing so well, right? And like I said, I'm this kind of person that's always looking for some sort of challenge. Like I, I think that's like a bad habit with me, right? It's like I'm always looking for more right in the moment of whatever I'm in. And that was what actually took me to you're muted,
It's actually a good one.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's that was what actually even took me to the product marketing bit because I was like, what was so different? Fine, it is product marketing, and I have been with an agency, I've worked with various brands. Why can't I be able to adapt that skills into this product marketing role? And honestly, I got really good feedback when I started working off with my HOD by then, when I started off with the company. And I think that has been my journey so far from public relations or being the girl that didn't know what she wanted to getting the agency role and then from there moving into this particular space I am right now. And I am loving it. I'm not going to lie. I am actually really loving it. It's so nice.
Interesting. Interesting. So, in all, you were into tech before, you just had to move down from public relation to the tech space. That's interesting. So can you give us a bit into tech marketing? Because I'm sure our listeners are kind of confused. I know I've delved into it a little and I understand that okay, now this is what tech marketing is. But for the listeners, they want to know like why is tech marketing like a tech skill on its own? Marketing tech, what are you really doing? What is the objective of this tech market? What are the roles and responsibilities? What do you do? Yeah, so we want to know.
Okay, so like I said earlier, there are some things you we see daily in the digital space that you might not even know this are tech marketing, to be honest. Maybe it's the advert of maybe when they launched Burna Boy as the brand ambassador of what was it again? I think Cheaper, right? Or and Simi. And then you were seeing some kind of content around those people by that time. They were also putting the brand out there, right? And then maybe it was a blog post where they were analyzing some features of some particular tech product, or maybe the latest gadget that Apple had released, or maybe a fintech company, or maybe it was like a protech something, or maybe an health tech platform, or maybe it was even a software. So you've been able to see those things, and those are actually tech marketing because they were promoting some particular tech product or services to you in that sense, right? That is the whole essence of tech marketing is the heart of actually promoting tech products and services. There are different roles in tech marketing. We have the product marketing, we have the growth marketing, we have sometimes they're quite divided, maybe the content marketing part, or maybe we want to have, and then we also have the UX researchers. Those are the ones that actively work with the front end and the user experience or the UI UX. They are more of researching on the customer experience, right? And all these roles actually are all coming together to be able to make informed decisions with in promoting a product. It is not about, I mean, there are misconceptions around this role, really, to be honest, because from hearing the word marketing or marketers alone, people are already saying, "Ah, that one wants to be selling something to me on the road, or is a
Exactly,
salesperson or whatnot."
right.
Oh, that thing pisses me off so much because we are not okay, fine. We are still promoting, right? And sales is obviously one of our KPIs. But then again, we are not just salespeople. We are strategic storytellers in a way, right? We are creating experience for you rather than just selling something to you. It is we are promoting that product or service, fine, but then we are strategically actually promoting this in a very creative way to be able to influence you to actually make that action. Maybe it is to buy, maybe to subscribe or whatnot. And then again, I think there's one other one again, the flashy bit of it, tech marketing, and they know them as the people that is always bringing the ambassadors or the influencers on board, or the people that is just designing this and whatnot. Some people even think it's one chill job like that. Was there, especially with now that there's ChatGPT and everything. Some people just think they can just go on there and create some of these
Digitally.
collaterals that tech marketers or marketing people can actually even come up with. But then it's not that simple because I feel like even I don't even like to get in such argument with people anymore because you leave them to actually find it out, right? To see if it is the same or not. Because I think that's it really. That sums everything up, to be honest.
Okay, thank you so much. We have questions already, but let's dive into what you have for us on trends and challenges in tech marketing.
Okay.
Yes, you can put up
Okay, so
your.
let me just share my screen. One
So
second,
for our
please.
listeners, right, I can see your questions. I'm going to pop it up the moment we are done with the main topic. Then we can start doing questions and answering and conversation majorly. But I really want Khadija to dive into this topic in particular because a lot of persons have different misconception and also really do not understand tech marketing as a skill itself. So I really want her to go into it deeply. Then we can start having your questions. But I can see the questions. Keep it coming. Really, I can see them. I'm going to be popping it one after the other. Thank you. Okay, so we have the slide on. Yeah.
The fast-paced world of tech marketing. I try to make it exciting now. Okay, so should I start now? Is that fine?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Um, like I said, everybody, welcome to the marketing battlefield, and we're about to dissect the trends and challenges in tech marketing. One second, please. Thank you. Can you see? Can you see my screen? Is it moving?
Yes. 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 It's
Okay,
moving.
so to thrive in the competitive tech marketing space, you need to be able to bulletproof yourself, right? There are evolving trends out there lately in every single day. I mean, there's always a new thing, right? The tech world or the digital space is ever evolving. And to thrive in this competitive tech marketing space, you need to be able to leverage the latest trends and subcharge your strategy to actually make it very effective and efficient, right? And the number one trend on my list is the data driven decisions. We wait, one second, please. Okay. I'm about to steal the one from the second line. Data is king. I mean, data is everything nowadays. You need to be able to leverage customer data to be able to personalize experience and actually optimize these campaigns and measure success. And what I mean is, with this data, you are able to make informed decisions that can actually help your strategies, right? For instance, you want to sell to maybe a particular Gen Z target audience or whatever. You know they are more of the woke side and whatnot. And how do you know this? You know this from the data. You know this from their social media usage. You know that they now I don't know about them, but I really love TikTok. But they go with this particular platform and you get to know all this data from actually studying insight and getting yourself informed to be able to make decisions in how to actually instill this in your strategy. And then second on the list is while you are creating the data and the experience, you want to ensure that it is high quality and informative content that resonates with the target audience. The target audience in this part is the people you're trying to connect with, the people you're trying to reach out to. And it can be different. And you have to be able to adapt this content to this different audience, right? There is the let's say for instance, I said the Gen Z now. I don't know about them. I'm talking about myself right now. A very low short attention span. It is very very short, right? You need to be able to capture me at the very instant. Give me the hook right at the beginning, right? And if it's not somebody that is very tech savvy and you want to sell a particular product to them, you want to be able to reduce and take off the tech jargons. You want to
True.
take that off. You want it to be as concise and simple and clear as possible. But then again, the way you are then going to adapt the content to somebody that is like a professional or veteran or expert in the space is quite different, because you want to be able to put these tech jargons because that is the way they talk, right? And the platforms are going to be different. So you crafting this high quality informative content that is going to resonate with these different audiences is actually very key in subcharging your strategy. One thing that is also really essential to, or one of the trends now, is the automation. It is the automation tools, right? You need to be able to embrace automation tools. Gone are the days where you have to manually go and schedule emails to go out, or manually try to gather insight, or maybe you have like a survey form or something you sent out, and then you have to be copying the responses from there to the Excel and whatnot. We don't do that no more. That's so archaic. I mean, that's like our forefathers' days at this point. You need to be able to instill these automation tools into your process to actually make it easy and time, because
Seamless.
those things might be like you're just copying and pasting and what was there. They take you off your time, and that time is, we have a very short 24 hours that you can be using to do something else.
Lately, right?
I swear it's like it's even moving. I don't even know. Maybe they've reduced it, or maybe it's not 24 hours anymore. We
Just
just didn't
like
get
now,
the
the
memo.
weekend is gone already.
Thank you. You need to be able to free up your space with these automation tools so that you can put the time into the creative bit, right? And then it comes to personalization. Personalization is not something we have to do before anymore. I mean, there was a time when this thing was still coming out, then I'll be seeing all those who check for both is messaging you, or maybe they send you an email and then you see hello Jerry or hello this or that or whatever, and you're like, oh, nice. I mean, it is not so new anymore. Everybody is doing it, and if you're not doing it, you're way, way behind. You need to be able to tailor your message to be able to connect with these people, right? The customers, and personalizing that is actually going to give you that deeper engagement. So you need to be able to tailor the messages and the experience to individuals, individual customer for deeper engagement. And then the last one is you need to be able to prioritize the customer trend centric pathway, right? This is you prioritizing, like I said before, you are getting data, you using data, you're using that data to instill customer experience at every touch point of your product or your product marketing or the marketing of your tech product or your tech service. You want to be able to put these customers at the center of everything you do. And then moving on to the next one, as we have the trends, we also have the
Challenges.
challenges, right? I mean, the trend sounds so interesting, but one second, please, okay. The trend sounds so interesting, but then again, every good thing has a bad thing. I mean, has a bad side, to be honest. And at this stage, it is more of the way you use it to tell you whether you are getting the friendship part or you're getting the enemy part of whatever you're using. So with great trends come great challenges, and one of the biggest challenges right now is data overload. Christ, there is data everywhere, and you being able to, I think it's very important for you to be able to um access and manage this data, right? You want to be able to have access to, because we have access to this more data or customer data than ever before. You want to be able to transform those data into actionable insights, and that is where the real skill is when it comes to actually navigating this data drowning um phase. You want to be able to know how to actually transform this data into actionable insights, and then there is the marketing tech tango. And what I mean here is I'm talking about the ever expanding tech spark. It can be very challenging, right? And you want to be able to integrate all these different tools, like I mentioned earlier, so that you don't feel like you're navigating a very endless maze. And then when it comes to the content creation challenge, content creation is everybody. Everybody is now a content creator. You cannot tell me everything. Even me outside of work, I am a content creator. You can't tell me nothing. For me, even taking a video of the sky, that's content enough, to be honest. And outside of this digital noise of content everywhere, You need to be able to continuously create fresh content and engaging. It is a constant battle, I'm not going to lie, but if you're able to navigate that curve, you'll be able to like stand out in the competitive landscape. And this is going to require ongoing learning and adaptations. And then to the last bit for my point, it is untangling the web of marketing impact, right? Like I said earlier, some people think this thing is just you posting this one, you just put it the influencer and that's it. No, please, we are not yet to come and be dashing one influencer money. You want to be able to attribute the impact of that marketing effort to specific business outcomes. And that can be the tricky task because you can sometimes get lost in you trying to put the brand out there or whatnot, and you are not aligning it to your KPIs. And those are the challenges we're actually facing the tech marketing space, right? And now moving on, my next slide speaks to 1 second, please. Collaboration is key to success. I mean, for a company to grow, especially in creativity and innovation, or for you to instill creativity and innovation in a company, you need to be able to enforce collaboration in all aspects. It is very, even outside of professional life, even your personal life, collaboration is key, right? You need to be able to, because nobody's an island. Even the marketing team is not an island, right?
Even on career, you don't need to isolate yourself.
Honestly, you do not. You need to be able to break down these silos. Silos is you working alone or people working individually and whatnot. You want to be able to break down silos between the marketing team, the product marketing, the product management team, the product designs, the data
Tech.
analyst and whatnot. Exactly, the full aspect team, because in every stages, marketing is still involved in whatever they are doing. If it is to develop the market or develop the product itself from the developer stage, you need to be able to instill marketing, the market research and whatnot, because apart from you trying to, you can get lost as an expert in that space, the tech space. You can get lost in trying to do the flashy things that you forget that you're still trying to market this to some particular target audience. And this is where marketing people come back into always drag your head and be like, hello, if you are making it this way, this might be too complex for these people. And this is where, like I said, the UX researchers and UX researcher roles to actually even play a part, right? And um you want to be able to break down those walls, right, and foster open communication and knowledge sharing. Maybe
Yeah.
when you're having, well, maybe when you're having brainstorm sessions in your marketing department in the company, you can have people from other departments, one person or whatever, maybe just even one person, just to be part of that. Number one is going to foster an open communication and knowledge sharing, because everybody's experience is different, and I feel like creativity is birthed from experience, right? It is the experience I've been open to. I- there's nothing new. It's the experience that I've been open to, that's been open to, that has opened my eyes to like countless possibilities of how to do things, and then I'm thinking about to put it together, and I feel like that's how creativity comes on. So you put in all these tech people, right, like the coders and whatnot, into your brainstorm to actually help you um in building your strategy is actually going to be really helpful too, because they'll bring their own from their own expertise and whatnot. And also, this is also going to be helping the strategy you're trying to come up with, and also is fostering knowledge sharing and open communication. You want to also be able to establish clear goals when you're working in teams, because let everybody know the path they bring into making everything in whole, right? And you want to be able to leverage tech platforms that facilitate collaboration. This is where Slack comes in, Discord and whatnot, even WhatsApp. A lot of people, I mean, people are now trying to like move it to Slack, right? But when I started off at first, it was WhatsApp. I mean, there was even a time I was trying to delete my WhatsApp, but it was not possible because my work was on WhatsApp. And then this is the most interesting part for me: the future of tech marketing. Oh Lord, like it is very with
Um,
exciting. What's that?
sorry to cut you. So Yewande or there Sonia, if
Yeah.
you can hear me. So your question, what are your thoughts on the future of tech marketing? So I think this will answer your question, Yewande or there Sonia. Thank you. Go ahead, Khadija.
Okay. So the future of tech marketing is brimming with exciting possibilities. We have the AI, which will play an increasingly important role in personalizing experiences, automating tasks, and providing predictive analytics, right? Imagine you have like a AI powered chatbot in your website that is helping you to reply to customer inquiries in real time. That is you making the work easier. And maybe one Patrick now that is your angler or something that is supposed to be replying people where maybe you gave him the time of in an hour or whatever. You've been able to save in that stress, and you've also been able to attend to your customer
At the same
very
time.
fast, right? And that is it. AI can be leveraged that way, or you can use it to target your advertising campaigns and tailor it to individual preferences. And then we have the virtual reality and augmented reality. One second, please.
VR,
This Yes. So this one, you are using it to create that immersive customer experience. It is you putting your customers in the center of the experience you are trying to sell to them. Think about you. You're trying to sell like a one latest tech gadget or something. So imagine you're now trying to like virtually put your customers in a way where they can interact with this gadget that you're trying to sell to them. I don't know about other people, but me myself, that is, if I don't buy that thing at that point, that is some sort of top of mind awareness for me already to come back and come and try it again, or try to even get that, because I've been able to have like, it's like a free trial in that sense, to be honest, but it's like a free trial in a virtual way, right? And then there's the augmented bits where maybe you can provide real-time information about your product, maybe while the customer is still in store. And then the augmented reality is the one providing information about the product while they are still shopping in store, right? And then there is the metaverse. Metaverse offers both marketing opportunities and challenges. Yo, like it is where users, I mean, it is a virtual world where users can interact with each other's and digital products. And it will present both opportunities and challenges to the tech marketers. On one hand, it will offer a new platform to connect with customers and showcase your brand. And then on the other hand, it is you navigating this uncharted territory, because it requires innovative marketing strategies and you trying to understand the user behaviors within the metaverse, right? All in all, basically, what I'm trying to say is the future of tech marketing is dynamic and ever evolving. And by embracing these technologies, these emerging technologies, and fostering a culture of collaboration, tech marketers can actually stay ahead of the curve and create winning marketing strategies that will drive business growth, which is one of the biggest goal of your KPI, to be honest, in whatever form, you're really just driving growth for the this thing. And to end my, I don't know why, okay, to end it, I am going to be um giving this report on sales by Salesforce, right? Which says 84% of customers say that the experience a company provides is as important as the services. As we have explored, the future of tech marketing is all about leveraging data, automation, and the emerging technologies to create personalized and targeted experiences and engaging experiences for customers. You need to be able to prioritize customer experience across all touch points so that you can use it to differentiate your brand and achieve sustainable growth for the business you're trying to grow in the dynamic landscape. It is not all about the latest gadget. It is about the meaningful connection that you've been able to actually have with these customers that you are selling to. And I think that is the end of my presentation.
cool, cool,
I
cool,
hope
cool, cool.
I
Yes.
hope I've been able to convince you and not.
And not to confuse you.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Khadija. Yeah, it's very enlightening. Sadiq, I agree with you. It's very enlightening. So let's get to fun fact about our guest. Then we'll move straight down to questions.
Oh
So
wow. I feel like a celebrity right now. Okay.
sleeping, eating, sleeping, eating, reading. What do you do best?
Sleeping. I love
You
my
can
sleep, but then
you
it's
can
actually hard for me to sleep, but I love my sleep. I think it's the sleeping. I'll pick the sleeping rather than
do
reading.
best. Okay.
Yes, please. Well, if there was a talent show, I'll be willing to sleep in.
So what's your best game? What's your best game?
Game. I really do not have time for games. That sounds like okay.
What's the
Ah,
first thing you do as high tech marketing?
I watch movies. I watch series actually. God, I am a diehard fan of Grey's Anatomy. That series has a series up to I think 20 seasons right now. But then I'm still very devoted. I think I'm a very loyal person.
to
And
remove it.
aside that, I love all those crime movies where you try to like solve something, right? And
Okay,
I think it tries to. I use it to just exercise my brain sometimes, and I think that's
that's
it.
interesting to
Oh,
hear.
and then again, TikTok, please. That is it. That is my favorite LB. If that's the
Okay,
thing,
TikTok. Okay, that's
yeah.
interesting. Yeah, it's good to hear that from. But really, TikTok is also like a way of doing tech marketing. So it's you're still putting
I
in
mean,
your
while I'm having fun, I'm also trying to get the trends. It's like a win-win situation.
okay.
I can't help it.
Okay, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. You win. Okay, so that's a fun fact about our guest here. Let's dive straight to question. Question one. Okay, I think I'll go with the second question. Because the first one I've been answered because I literally asked
Let me
that
just stop
question
sharing.
responsibility. Yeah, you can stop. I'll take it down. Okay. So the question is, how can I get into the tech space as a tech marketer?
So I think the answer to this actually depends on where you are at your life right now, right? But I would say maybe the first thing you want to do is mentorship. There are free sites out there where you can get mentors to actually guide you in whatever you're about to start out at, right? And I feel like that was something that actually helped me at the beginning of my experience or my career so far, because I had, like I said, I started with an agency which was a bit not so big, right? And I was able to like interface with my boss more often, and I feel like that sort of relationship actually even helped in my career and in me actually growing in my career. Do you get? So you having a mentor is actually the first way. I mean, there are ADP lists now, there's Amplify, there's ProDaddy and whatnot, where you can actually just speak to people to guide you in whatever you're about to do. And then again, you want to try out courses, right? Relating to marketing. You want to look for product marketing courses. You want to look for courses on content marketing. I think it is still a bit niche for them to have like tech marketing itself or whatnot. Because it's you looking for courses on this marketing and then trying to then adapt it to tech marketing. I think there are also courses on SaaS. That SaaS is software as a service, marketing SaaS and whatnot. So all those Coursera's, Udemy and whatnot, you can actually just look into those bits to be able to get that. And then for the mentorship part, you can explore the ADP list, right? Yep, I think that's it.
Okay. Mentorship part, I would add to it, not just ADP list. You can also reach out to Khadija Durosimi. That's why
Oh.
she's there. So by default, she's your mentor.
Oh yes, I even
Yeah,
forgot. You can also come to the Tech
tech creatives.
Creatives, please. I'm
Exactly.
pushing us here. So we're like a community for tech marketing no, sorry, not experts, professionals and enthusiasts and people that want to just start off in the space, right? We are giving you that family, right? That community where you can mingle with people that are already in the game, people just starting out and whatnot. We have resources for you, trainings, webinars, name it all. We're like your go-to person for everything tech marketing.
Okay. You're going to pay me for that because really I had to mention I had to
Sorry.
mention it to you. So yes, actually, the tech creatives are doing so great in this space, trying to bring up professionals in tech marketing. So if you're interested, I think you should check them up. Instagram, send in DMs. They're going to respond to you ASAP. Second question, Elizabeth Akere. Okay, let's bring it up. Is it safe to say tech marketing is another form of brand strategy? Is it safe?
Yeah, so marketing is, I mean, whenever you're trying to develop a business strategy, there's something called strategic marketing, right? It's still the same, right? But it's just you're being strategic in the sense that you're trying to instill it into making it a long-term action plan, right? So yes, tech marketing, because if the brand is a tech product or a tech service, right? It is the marketing of that business is going to be instilled in the business strategy of the business. So yes, it is part of the business strategy for any tech company. If that answers your questions, Elizabeth.
Okay, so I think majorly, let me just put it for short so maybe people can really understand it because I if
Yeah.
kind of understand what Elizabeth is talking about. By
Okay.
default, tech marketing has everything to do with marketing this, branding this, putting publicizing this or that, but majorly to tech products. It is everything relating to tech products. Publicizing
Yeah.
yourself relating to tech products, branding relating to tech products. So it's majorly tech products. Everything that's to be tech, and there are a lot of tech products out there. Tech companies bringing out tech products. So you need to know the game, and it's always a different way to do it when you are
Yeah.
marketing for a tech product and just marketing outside. Yeah, you need to
Yeah.
study the product itself. So
Yeah, because it's more technical, right? So you need to
yeah,
be able to study these features that you want to highlight to drive
yeah,
that growth, right? There's software, there's gadgets, there's fintechs, there's edutechs and whatnot. So it's like a very big landscape, right? So just be able to focus and adapt to what your own particular service or product is selling.
selling. Yeah, Elizabeth, I hope that answers your questions. If not, you can drop in elaborate question, then we can get what you're trying to ask. So next question, Fatima Lawal. Are there soft skills someone aspiring to be a tech marketer need to have? Okay, before Khadija will ask anyway, I just know you you need to know your A game. So Khadija, go on. You are the expert here.
So like I said, tech marketing Tech marketing is in different sections. I mean, there is the content marketing, there's digital marketing, there's US researchers and whatnot. So some of them might require the writing skill, right? Some of them might require the collaborative or the team bonding or the team building, right? Somebody might require that adaptability to be able to work in fast paced and whatnot. Because like I said, this industry is very fast paced. There are like new things coming out every single day, and you want to be able to adapt to those, right? And be a fast learner. And there there's copywriting. No, be creative. But then again, being creative is quite subjective, really. So don't think because of somebody's creative definition of this, you're not creative. No, everybody's actually creative. It's just you have to just find the way your own creativity sparks or whatnot, right? I think that's it.
Okay, so for those joining in, we are on tech marketing, trying to talk about the challenges and trends on tech marketing because really, tech marketing is also a tech skill people really do not know about. And a lot of persons do know, yeah, and some people do not know. So for those of you that are still trying to find your way, what should I do? And you're already a marketer by default, I think transitioning into tech marketing is like the biggest skill for you. You
I
just
mean,
try very fast in it because you've been doing marketing. It's just for you to understand how the tech space
pace
works.
works and how you can actually navigate around that one too.
Yeah. So you can drop in your questions if you want to ask questions. Yeah, I'm reading out questions as it comes. Patrick, yeah. What advice do you have for someone looking to start in tech marketing?
I think this question is very similar to the first one from the Siddiq, right? And
No,
like, yes,
the
the
one
one that
I
said
asked.
how to start off as a tech marketer. That was the first question. I remember.
Oh, okay. How can I get into? Okay, okay, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. I think it's very similar. Like I said earlier,
Similar,
you
yeah.
want to be able to get through to the courses. I don't know what level you are. If you're somebody that has the marketing experience already, you want to be able to understand product marketing. You want to be able to, if you're somebody that is already marketing, then you want to be able to have interactions with product marketers to be able to tell you what it is like over there. I think that's it. Because sometimes it might be very quite confusing for you to know this is the difference and this is not the difference. So you want to be able to talk to experts in that sense or people that are already working in that space that can actually guide you based on your own um personal personal needs. Like I said, the needs and wants of you yourself right for you, right? And it's something you can actually come and talk to me about. I'm also on ADP list. You can check it out.
Okay. Um, I think I've asked this. Okay, let's bring this up. Hello, Khadija. Can you please explain how we can go about tech marketing for B2B? I think B2B, business to business, yeah.
Yeah, business to business. So, so it is you aligning the platforms or the way you are going to get through to the B2B, right? I think one important strategy whenever you're trying to sell to B2B is you being able to you leverage the strategy of giving or showcasing that dominance in the space. You want to give that thought leadership strategy. I think that's what you want to start off with, right? Because you want to show them you're the expert because they are business to business. And you giving that thought leadership strategy as your first, one of your main strategies for whatever you're trying to achieve is actually very key in whatever product you're trying to sell to them, right? So you want to be able to create open up-headed articles telling them about this is are the features we're talking about, or these are the key features and how we can actually help your business. This is what we know. This is our expert. This is why you should trust us. This is why we're credible. This is our track record and whatnot, right? Because it is B2B, it is not B2C now. B2C is you're selling it to these are the benefits of their needs and wants. But to a business, it is more of what the business needs to grow. And for what the business needs to grow, they actually want to go to credible source that they know that they can trust. So you want to be able to start off with that thought leadership strategy in that space while you are also then instilling other activities.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that answers the question already. Um okay, I think we have one more. How do
Mhm.
you stay up to date on the latest trends in technology?
By
This
reading.
trend thing, this trend thing is funny, cases whereby you hear this is out, this is, and I think that's one interesting thing about tech. When you dive into tech, you just realize that you need to keep upscaling. You need to keep upscaling. If not, you're way back. You're gone.
Honestly,
You're outdated.
honestly,
So you just need to.
honestly,
Have you considered that case whereby you just go offline for like
I,
one
I
week? If you
cannot even do
you're
that.
back, like so
I'm,
many things happen.
I mean,
Ow!
last night, now I think there was a dream, a diss between Drake and Kendrick or something. And some people woke up and they're like, I just slept for how many hours? What happened?
And
Like, what
see, all of
happened?
a
Or
sudden,
the day
things
Davido
are
and Whiskey were shouting or fighting on the internet? Because where did that
so
just come from? So
so
I
you just
think,
have to be up on knowing what
yes,
is
you
go
want
with
to
right.
be able to, you are following news. You can
And the
turn
funny
on
part
post
is
notification for news platforms and whatnot too.
the funny part is you could just sleep and you're awake the next morning, boom, a bank is
Like,
gone.
what
Like,
happened?
where's my money? My money's gone too. you know. And that's why I get people, especially the way you stay up to trend for me, I'd say
Yeah.
just imagine putting your life in a particular company and you're like,
Mhm.
let me check how the how they are
Mhm.
managing the life, right? You put in millions in a company, like in a bank.
Yeah.
That moment you are checking every day. What has somebody said about this company?
It's
Should I
better to
remove
be,
my
it's better for
money?
you to know whether be safe than
Should I
sorry.
remove my money or it should stay
If there's
another day?
any bit or maybe this thing in their stock change or whatever, maybe I should move my
I
money.
remove my money. So yeah, how do you stay up to date in this tech marketing,
It is
Khadija?
you putting on post notification, I mean push notifications for all those news platforms, right? It is you putting it on for social media platforms. The blogs, fine. Sometimes the most of them might actually be circulating fake news, right? But there's still some trends and everything that they actually help to amplify on those blogs, right? So you want to be able to follow up all these digital platforms to be able to get this trends. And also because, like I said, no man is an island. There are some things that we know now. Maybe the way I know that David and Whiskey fought last night, maybe somebody else you know Kendrick and whatever. So whenever you have people are collaborating together, you can exchange gist, and that way too, you're actually exchanging the latest trends in technology. Really, yeah, I think that's it.
So by default, we also need to know how to just
Yeah, so you know how to. That is very important.
as a marketer, why wouldn't you know how to do that?
Honestly,
Anyways,
why?
okay, let me chip this question in before someone asks. Have you seen a marketer that is like an introvert?
Hmm. It's possible.
Okay,
Maybe
how?
maybe they'll just be more of the back end, but the introvert too, they have their time of talking. Okay, sure. Let's say they're in the middle, really. Because
Mm.
fine, there are some roles where I feel like marketing, there are some roles where maybe it is more of the team lead sometimes that is the one in the public face or whatnot.
But
Some
then
can still hide
the
in the
team lead is
display.
in the public place. I'm
Yeah.
starting out by default. I'm not
On
starting out to
true,
remain
true,
junior.
true, true.
Yeah,
That's
so
valid. Okay,
it's
so
like
maybe I
something that you keep asking. So I think by default, I'm going back to um question
the soft skills from
soft
Fatima.
skill.
Yeah.
I don't expect anybody to be an introvert when it comes to marketing.
Yes, yes. But
You're
then
an
you can start off
introvert,
as introvert and then tech marketing or the marketing space
you're
in general
moving
is
out to an
where you
extrovert.
can grow out of being an introvert. Just see it as that way. So if you want to start
Okay.
out fine, but then don't think you're going to maintain it that way. It is very hard for you to navigate the whole career thing because even though it is very lucrative, the tech marketing space is actually quite lucrative, all right? Because it's more like because of the constant need for it, because everybody understands the value of marketing their product now, right? Everybody wants to instill that because everybody wants to grow their business or whatnot. So the space is very, it has this job opportunity, and because of the demand for it now, there's some sort of competitive advantage when it comes to the salary bit of it too, because it is, they know the value now, and people know that whenever you know the value of something, there's always a price that'll come with it, right? So it gives you that job security, gives you that that career growth through and whatnot. Really, it's actually a really nice space. See how I am actually doing preacher job for this role right now. Oh Lord, I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted.
Someone said I can be an introvert on the
Mm-hmm.
norms, yeah, but career wise, I'm an extrovert. Just have to
It's like
bring
the
out
best
that,
of both worlds.
yeah, you just have to bring out that extrovert in you because that's how you sell the product.
Honestly, and apart from
Yeah,
selling the product, you need to
just,
sell yourself. You
it's
need to
just like when
actually
you're
sell
saying,
yourself.
I'm an introvert. I can't talk to people. I can't do this. And then you have Otedola in your front saying, sell yourself to me. Extrovert in me, raised to power 10 will show up that day. Okay. Okay, someone thank you, Khadija. I think we should put that up. This is quite helpful and very informative. Yeah.
Thank you, Tayo. Thank you for tuning in.
So mentioning these challenges, I think you actually um like let's put this question this way. What are possible challenges that people that are just starting out would face? Not really like challenges in tech marketing, but you're just starting out. People that are just like starting, they really don't know their whereabouts, just coming in. What are those possible challenges you feel that they might have? So hearing them from you now, they can just know that, oh, it's Khadija mentioned already. I keep going.
I think it's starting out for me. I think it was confusion at first because there was confusion. There was the misconception of creativity is not for some people, and maybe I do not have creativity, right? There
Well,
was
I say that anyways. Content creation is not for me.
But then again, you are able to, I don't know how to say it. Okay, fine. Maybe your own creativity doesn't spark out of that content creation, but then there are other ways that your creativity is actually going to spark out. And if you're able to then instill that, and that is where the power of collaboration too comes in. If somebody is good at content creation and this person is good at this one, or this one is good at maybe the posting and whatnot, like everybody picking out their strengths and then working together is actually very, very impactful, right? Especially at the beginning stage. So you need to be able to talk about your confusion because you might be confused sometimes. Like I said earlier, there's this misconception at the beginning too, and some people actually come with that misconception into the business sometimes. Or we are just about the fine things and everything. Hey, hey, we are not. Oh, have you seen a client chasing you for KPIs or whatever before? And even the
Tech marketers
pressure,
put
even the
deadline.
pressure, because imagine I have spent millions on the campaign because you told me it's going to be really nice, and then I am not getting any return on investment. Like how? Please make it make sense. So like you need to be able to evaluate these things you are doing. So be very sure not to get lost in the flashy things and just the content creation bit, that you're not tying it back to the impact of the business you're trying to build, right? Be very and be very outspoken to know that if you're struggling in this space, talk
It is-
about it. I mean, there are communities out there to even talk about. If you are too shy to talk about it in the office, maybe the person will look at you as, I don't know what I'm doing or whatnot. There are communities out there, there are platforms out there now that they weren't even there when I even started 5 years ago, and I just even started 5 years ago, right? You need to be able to talk this out with people, and that is going to also help you in growing in that space, right? So as a beginner, be ready to be able to talk through your problems, be able to navigate the challenges, because it is always going to be there. Like I said, there are new challenges and new trends coming up in the minutes, in seconds, and whatnot, right? So be very evolving and be very outspoken, and I feel like you'll be able to navigate any challenge that comes onto you with that.
Yeah. And that's why it's very important. Like I still always emphasize on community. It's very, very important because you
Honestly,
need to have your brothers and your sisters around you. And your brothers and sisters, I'm talking about community. They are the next family you have, your career family. Let's put it that way. So you
yeah.
can share problems, you can share challenges. It's very easy to access Khadija if you are in a community
I'm a
because
very
definitely
reachable person.
you'll meet Khadija there. So those are the things you can have platform for rather than just going to LinkedIn. Yeah, just having a lot of people. You
And
can easily
besides, even on LinkedIn, you actually find out that there are a lot of people that are ready to talk to you. If you're just able to like hook them in with a conversation, right? So it
true.
is the way you're even able to approach them, and they're willing to talk. Everybody is willing to actually help in some way or the other. I mean, some people might give you a few
Having
tips.
mentor is not really by sapping a lot. You also
Mm-hmm.
need to know what you're giving to. I think it's a give and take thing. You also need to know
Yeah.
what you're putting out there too for the because it's not everything about sapping, 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 sapping. I want to sap everything. You also need to know how to
Give.
like deliver to. And when you get to a certain period too as a beginner, you also need to remember where you started from and see how you
Yeah.
can impact the community back. Because
Yeah.
that's why it's always like when you get to a certain level, I also want to give back. Because somebody gave me to that way.
Yeah.
It
I
helps.
agree.
Okay, so while you were having this conversation, something came up. I think tech marketers too also have a way of impacting loss to the company, right?
Impacting what? Sorry?
Loss.
Loss. Yes, no. I mean, s- marketing is still a bit, there's some part of marketing that you can still not track, right? Okay, there is, because there is the quantitative part where we can see it from the insight of whatever we're putting out there, right? But then let's say in the public relations part where we're just trying to build the image or the reputation of the company, there's something called sentiment analysis that you can actually use to track those bits. But that can still be a bit biased if maybe you still instilled some traditional platforms into your this thing. For instance, what if this person got to actually engage with yourself because of they actually saw you on a poster or in a flyer or on a newspaper platform, right? So it's still a bit it's still a bit twisted in some part of tracking some of the metrics, right? But then, like you said, the losses, we have KPIs of what we want to be able to achieve. Maybe we want to be able to move.
Okay, I wanted to cut you short. Like maybe I should just elaborate on the question if you
Okay.
really want insight. Cases whereby when you're trying to market the company, there's some things
Yeah.
you really do not need to put out, information you really do not need to put out because to you, you might think it's going to affect the company positively, whereas it's coming in otherwise.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, let me get it straight. So are you talking about maybe like a crisis coming up from a wrong posting or maybe a wrong communication that was
Yes,
shared
the
out?
wrong information. Okay, let's um, channel it to cases like situation with this Bobrisky thingy, trying to give awards. You're trying to give award to Bobrisky just because you want to promote a film. Cases like that, you're trying to market
Yeah.
something. In a
So
way, it's a marketing strategy, but it's bounced back.
I wouldn't say bounce back totally, right? Because I
It
feel like they
did.
just wanted to be word of mouth. They wanted to be the talk of whatever. I feel like that was what they tried to do with that bit, and they actually got it. People
They
were talking
didn't,
about them.
because people were talking about it, but nobody wanted to. They were talking about it, but they weren't talking
Yeah,
about it with anticipation to see the movie.
yeah, but
So
because
in a way, it's
they
actually
actually got lost in promoting the movie, right?
exactly.
But then
So
it took them back to this is the producer of the movie and whatnot. So I think that is the part where crisis management comes in. Like I
okay,
said, nobody's perfect.
sure.
But then data is there to actually help you not fail too much, right? But in the cases where you've been able to face some obstacles or whatnot, that is where you want to then activate your crisis management. And in companies, especially when it comes to this section, there's always a part where they prepare for crisis management, right?
Okay.
And it is very key. It's like they've already um categorize this as going to be the spokesman that is going to talk for us whenever we have some kind of crisis that is bringing some sort of bad reputation to the business. These are the kind of content we're going to do. We know that we always like maybe put out a press release first to see our side of the story, and then we have to be transparent in how we manage it. So, in those cases when those kind of things come up or happen, there is crisis management plan that marketing people or PR in the marketing people actually even are ready to actually go and tackle, if that makes sense, right? So I think that should be able to answer the question because with that crisis management plan, they are able to try to navigate or distill the bad publicity or whatever that must have come out from that particular thing that went south.
Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
this I'm actually leading to a particular question with this
Okay.
lost tech marketing and lost thing. So are you when people are trying to market tech and all of that, should it pass
Mm.
through verdict validation
It
before
does.
putting out?
It does.
Okay.
It does with the marketing team, especially because, like I said, it's very strategic. It is us planning out, and then we are also vetting these things to ensure that this is not going to bring because reputation is also selling. Like I said, we're promoting not just selling to you, we're creating an experience from you for you. You cannot tell me that we want to be able to sell somebody that has a bad reputation. What experience does that person want to give me? I'm not going to listen to them. So that is why, like I said earlier, marketers are very strategic, right? They have to like look at all sides to actually then say that this is the strategy we want to go with.
Okay.
And they are very focused on not just selling, they're selling you the experience, they're selling you the reputation of the company, they're selling you everything around the company and making sure that it is actually very good. So it is not just giving you the product, they're also concerned about the brand reputation of the business.
Okay. I think so far this has been like an interesting conversation. Yeah, I have some questions here. Okay, but I'm sure we are out of time. So if you have questions, you can drop in the comments. I'm really
Comment
sorry.
section.
I'm really sorry, but we have to keep to time so that our listeners can always come to our show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So thank you, Khadija. It has been an interesting one, and I have learned so much from it, and I'm very, very, very sure the listeners have learned. You can drop in your reactions. You can drop in your comments this time, not comments relating to questions, but comments as to what you've learned today, what share it out with people, share the link to other people to also learn one or two from Khadija on tech marketing. And
Yep.
please do well to go to our Instagram. Try to subscribe to our YouTube channel first. If you've not subscribed and you're watching us right now, please do subscribe because we bring in everything that is relating to tech. We bring tech experts to you so as to share information relating to tech to you so that you can learn because on the long run, information is key and you need information to keep growing in your tech career, to growing in your tech career. So if you do not have the right information, you can as well fail. That's why we are doing this
Yes.
tech with Hero
I
so that we need
what
to
you
bring.
said now What you said
Okay.
now actually took me to one lie. I don't know, Lai Wasabi's video something about information is what you use to progress in life. I mean, he said it's Yoruba, but
Exactly.
that's it.
It's the truth really because a lot of persons have failed just because of the wrong information. A lot of
Yeah,
persons
I
have failed.
agree.
I'm so sure if people had listened to Khadija on tech marketing, people that were already into marketing that want to transition into the tech space would have been doing way, way better if they were in tech marketing than starting out a new tech career. And I'm not saying they're not going to do well, but just imagine you already being in the marketing space and transitioning into tech marketing than you being in the marketing space and starting something entirely new. It takes more time. More, you will definitely get it, but you'll try better when you're just transitioning and you are still bringing in the strength you have before you transition into tech. So most times, right information helps a lot. A lot of persons really do not know about tech marketing, and you're just getting to know about tech marketing. And for those that know about tech marketing, you've learned one or two on the trends, technology, and challenges, on how you can do better in your tech career. So please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tech with Hero, and also go to our Instagram and follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. And we want you to do something for us. Kindly go to Instagram and drop in your comment about today's section. Like, just drop your comment. Oh, I love this. I learned this. I want this. I did this. Just drop a lot of things. What you've learned about tech marketing, one or two things you learned today from Kaduja's information. Try to drop it on Instagram. Let's get to know more, so we can engage you too. And if you have questions, drop it. I'm definitely going to share all of the questions. I'm going to pack it all like this and drop in Khadija's DM. Like, these are your people, answer them.
Keep them
So,
coming.
yes. So, we're come to the end of today's podcast, and I am happy we still have people still up till this time. Hey, God. It looks like tech marketers are the game here. I'm entering tech marketing. Kaiser, you
You're
have
welcome.
you you have me already as your mentee. I'm entering. So, and also this is also an avenue to talk about the creatives, the tech creatives, because on the long run, we are not just giving you this information. I want you to also be in a community that will help you grow. So the
Yeah,
tech creative is a great
we are here
community
for you.
that can help you grow in the tech marketing space. So not just listening to this information, go check them on Instagram and follow them, ask questions, ask them and keep growing. Like that. You have your brothers and your sisters that in the tech space with you,
Cheering you
having the
on.
same tech career. So we've come to the end of today's podcast session. I'll be taking the guests down now.
Thank you
Aww.
guys. Bye.
Yes, 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 yes. So, guys, I'm really, really excited about today. I'm so happy about today's section and how it has gone. Thank you so much for staying till this time. Please do where to subscribe on our YouTube channel, share our YouTube link to people, talk to them about Tech with Heroes, spread the gospel, tell them about what you have learned today and what they can also learn when they subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. You get follow us there, and also you can drop in questions, comment what you think we can do better, and also guests you feel you want us to invite. That's why we are here for you. We are actually here to service you. So thank you so much for staying now. While I read your comments, you can also enjoy some music with me. Bye.